Hello and welcome to another beautiful video made by Mr. Fisher. Today we're going to be talking about inscribed angles. And inscribed angles, if you don't remember, mean that in a circle, inscribed angles are the angles that have endpoints on the circle and whose vertex is on the circle. And it has this thing called an intercepted arc. Now, a couple things to know about inscribed angles first is that this angle that's made right here is going to always, and I mean always, be half of the arc that it's intercepting. So that means that if this arc measure was 100 degrees, then that angle would have to be equal to 50 degrees. So the arc is always, or the angle is half the arc. So the angle equals half the arc that it intersects or intercepts. If you're going to go the other way, instead of going backward, or if you're going to go backwards, remember you got to do half. But if you're going to go the other way, go angle to arc, it's going to be times 2. So 2 times the angle is the arc AB. Now, all the other theorems deal with that one concept. So the other theorems are when you have a diameter and you have an intercepted arc in the diameter. Remember, that arc right here is half a circle, so it's 180 degrees. So that makes this 90. The other one is that if I have a circle, if they share the same arc, so they share the same arc, then that means that the red one and the green one both share the blue one. That means that these two here have to be equal. And here's the reason why. If this blue one's 100, then this red one over here has got to be 50, but so does the green one because it's half. So they have to be set equal. And the third is that if you have a four-sided shape that whose vertexes touch the circle, the opposite angles are not equal, but they add to 180. So these angles here, these two add to 180, these two add to 180. And the reason why is because this intercepted arc deals here, and this one deals with this one. And together, the orange and the green both made the full circle, which was 360 degrees. Which means half of that means that they have to be, both of them, this one and this one, both have to be 180 because they're half the circle. So let's take a look at our homework. So the first one's pretty easy, pretty self-explanatory. It says, what's the measure of arc AC? Well, the measure of arc AC is going to be 2 times whatever that angle is. So I do 36 times 2, and I get that AC arc is going to be 72 degrees. Now this one I'm going backwards. I'm going to find that angle in. That angle in is going to be half of that, so 62 divided by 2. It's going to be 31 degrees. QSR deals with this arc, and I'm going to do half of that. Or I'm going the other way, so I'm going to do 113 times 2, which is going to be 226. So I got my first 3 answers right there. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the algebra part, which trying to make it a little bit harder, you know. It tells me that both of these, this angle and this angle, have an intercepted arc, which means that they have to be equal. So they both intercept that UV so they have to be equal to each other. So I do 3x plus 4 equals 2x plus 9. Subtract the 2x, subtract the 4, and I get x equals 5. Now, the question here asks, what is angle U? What is angle T? Now, angle U is this angle over here. We're not there yet. So I'm going to have to find angle T by taking this and plugging it into 3 times 5 plus 4. 3 times 5 is 15, and 15 plus 4 is going to be 19. So angle T has to be 19 degrees. Now, here's the key point. This T is going to be 19 degrees. By knowing that that one is 19 and that this one here is 19 and this one here is 30, I know that the angles in a triangle have to add up to be 360 degrees. Now, or not 360, 180 degrees. Circles are 360, triangles are 180. Now, I've got, if I were to redraw this picture, it would look like this. Now, that's all the stuff I know, but I do know that this is a triangle and this is a triangle. So I need to calculate the degrees. Now, the degrees that are going to be in a triangle is 180. So 19 and 30 subtracted from 180 is going to give me 131. These are vertical angles, so that's 131 as well, which makes this has to be 30 degrees as well. Okay, next one, find each measure. Now this one says to find x and to find angle W. So in order to find x, I need to find what y is. But I know that this is diameter because it passes through the center. So I know that this has to be 90. So I know that x plus 12 plus x plus 90 is going to equal 180 because that's how many degrees are in a triangle. So I get 2x plus 102 equals 180. 180 minus 102 is going to give you 78. So 2x is going to be 78. And then I divide 78 by 2, and I get that x is 39. Or 30, yeah, 39. Still not done yet. Got to plug it in. Take that 39, plug it into W. 39 plus 12 is going to give me 51. So let's look at numbers 3 and 4. Oh no, again, look at that, 90 degree. So it's going to be another one, 2x plus 4x minus 6 plus 90 equals 180. So it's going to be 6x plus 84 equals 180. Subtract the 84. You're going to get 6x equals 96. Divide it by 6, and you're going to get x is 16. Now, not done yet. Got to plug that in for angle T. So I do 4 times 16 minus 6, and I get 58. So let's look here at the bottom. Now here at the bottom, I got two four-sided shapes, which means that the opposite angles have to be equal to 180. So 75 plus 3x has to be 180. Subtract the 75, so do 180 minus 75. You get 105, so 3x equals 105. Divide by 3, and you're going to get that x is 35. But Mr. Fisher, I didn't have to solve for x. Why did I solve for x? I'll tell you why I solved for x. You solve for x because you have to take that value and plug it back in to find r. So I do 3, right? 3 times 35, and I get 105. So I know that angle R has to be 105 degrees. And then I got to do 2 times 35 for the other x, and I'm going to get 70. So now I'm going to look at number 7 and number 8. Again, 90 degrees, or not 90 degrees, shape, which means we do opposite each other. So I'm going to write 3y minus 7 plus 3y plus 1 equals 180. Combine like terms and I get 6y minus 6 equals 180. So I do 180 plus 6 is going to give me 186. And then divide that by 6, and y is going to be 31. Now I didn't need y. Why did I? Because you can still use it to find x. 31, plug on in. So 3 times 31 minus 7 is going to be 86. So x is going to be 86 degrees. Now I got to do the x's. So it's going to be x plus 18 plus 2x equals 180. 3x plus 18 equals 180. Do 180 minus 18, and you're going to get 162. Divide by 3, and x is going to be 54. But Mr. Fisher, I didn't... shush! Got you. 54. Plug on in, because you're going to dub. So it's going to be 54 plus 18, which is going to be 72. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. I will catch you on the flip side. See you later.